I want to squeeze in one more question for you
Sure.
while we have you here, and this one's from Omar, and it jumps back a little bit to what we were talking about a bit ago. It says, for criminal cases that go to trial, what happens to the defendants during that waiting period, during the backlog? You know, if they're jailed extra long, whatever the case may be.
So that's one of the differences, I think, between the district court and the circuit court. Because we have misdemeanor cases, and generally people that are involved in those cases, certainly there's the exception, but we're not talking about capital crimes where someone may need to be detained prior to trial. Most of the defendants are waiting trial on misdemeanor charges are released on bond. Sometimes that bond will have requirements, restrictions in place. If it's a domestic violence case, for example, it's made clear there can be no contact, and we have a zero tolerance policy. But the idea is you're presumed innocent, and you're presumed entitled to pretrial release. And as long as we can do this safely, then you'll be released and you'll have your day in court, and a trial will take place. But yeah, circuit court can be a little different. Certainly if somebody's charged with a capital crime, pretrial detention may be necessary, and then there is an additional waiting period. But we haven't had folks that, at least that I can remember, nothing sticks out where somebody remained detained waiting for a jury trial. We're usually able to fix bond conditions so that everyone is safe. We can ensure that the defendant will be back for trial, and then ultimately can wait it out with the defendant able to work and still be productive in society, and not have to be detained pre-trial.
Okay. And I'll add that's been a real push at the state level as well with a lot of the correction reform bills, and there has been quite a bit of progress made with corrections reform, including expungement. So some of the recent laws around expungement, as well as really looking at we don't want people to be in jail purely because they can't pay to get out. If they are able to get out and if they're not deemed dangerous or potentially going to be harmful to someone, how do we make sure that is done as quickly as possible?
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Judge, go right
I was going
ahead.
to say, if there is a minute left, I'll put a plug in for the clean, what they call the clean slate legislation, and it's really expanded when expungement is available. It's one of the most rewarding things that the district court gets to do, because there's so many folks that have a criminal record. They've hit walls because of that. Maybe a significant amount of time has passed. Now, courts have given much greater latitude to expunge those criminal convictions and let people have a fresh start. And so we are seeing a lot more of those applications. Hopefully we'll see even more. Legal Aid of West Michigan is kind of spearheading the effort to get those cases in front of us, and where it's appropriate, I can tell you that it is quite rewarding to be able to say to someone, okay, we can wipe the slate clean. Yeah.